How many of you like cookies? I love cookies, all kinds of cookies. I want you to meet my friends, Jimmy and Amanda. They love cookies too. Look at this cookie jar. There's only one cookie inside the cookie jar. Jimmy's so sneaky. He's sneaking into the kitchen and he's gonna eat that cookie. All of a sudden, Jimmy's mom walks into the kitchen. Oh no, where is the cookie? The cookie jar is empty. There isn't a cookie inside. Okay, so the question is, when do we use it? Well, think back to the story about Jimmy. How many cookies were in the cookie jar to start with? There was only one. So we only use is when there is one object. So for example, there is one cookie, so we use is. Now what's the deal with there isn't? Isn't is a contraction, so it's two words combined into one, is and not. So when there's one thing that's missing, we say there isn't. Like for example, after Jimmy eats the cookie, there isn't a cookie anymore. Wow, look at this cookie jar. There are many cookies in the cookie jar. Amanda loves her cookies and she sneaks into the kitchen and eats all the cookies. Oh no! Amanda! Where are all the cookies, her mom says. The cookie jar is empty. Again, there aren't any cookies inside. Okay, so when do we use are now? Well, think about the story with Amanda. How many cookies were in the jar to start with? Many of them. We use there are when there are many objects, or more than one. We use the phrase there aren't because it's still a contraction, are and not. So when many things are missing, we say there aren't. Look at the example. There are many cookies, more than one cookie. After Amanda eats all the cookies, there aren't any cookies anymore. Okay, so now you try it. Look at the picture. Which one do you think you're going to fill in the blank with? The word is or the word are? Think about it to yourself. Okay, how many of you said is? And how many of you said are? Well, if you said is, you're right. But why? Yep, that's right. There's only one bottle of water in the refrigerator, so use is. Okay, now let's try this one. Which one do you think you're going to use based on the picture? Is it is or are that belongs in the blank? Think about it again. Okay, how many of you said is? Now how many of you said are? Are it is. Now why? You're right, because there's two bottles of water in the refrigerator. There is more than one, so we need to use are. Okay, last one now. You're going to write your own sentence. Take a look at this picture of this bedroom. It's pretty empty. So here's what I want you to do. I need you to write a sentence telling me that what is missing from this bedroom. Is it one thing missing or more than one thing? Look at my example. I wrote, there isn't a television. You give it a try. Okay, let's get some volunteers. Okay, before we move on and try to look at these in other contexts, does anyone have any questions? Okay, great. Let's get started.